أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Today, inshallah, we are going to be looking at what is expected of a person who is fasting, especially in the month of Ramadan, of consciousness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his or her fasting. Our Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in a hadith said, and this hadith is from Abu Huraira, عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من لم يدع قول الزور والعمل به والجهل فليس لله حاجة في أن يدع طعامه وشرابه رواه البخاري وأبو داود. This hadith is very critical for anyone who is fasting. It is as if it explains the hadith of Man Sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaba. The hadith says, Rasulullah alayhi wasallam tells us, Man lam yada'a qawla zur, whoever does not abstain from vain talk, wal amal bih, and vain actions, wal jahl, and engaging in activities that demonstrates ignorance. And al-jahl as like being oblivious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as not being conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَلَيْسَ لِلَّهِ حَاجَةً. Allah does not have any business, any need of that person's living, eating, or drinking. What is the importance? What is the need that you abstain from food and abstain from drink? What is the importance of keeping yourself hungry from dawn to dusk when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not have any need of that from you? Because you keep your tongue engaged in vain speech. You keep your hands and your actions engaged in activities that do not please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is the benefit for you of fasting the month of Ramadan or any other day of your life for that matter? Fasting for the sake of Allah, fasting in anticipation of reward from Allah, means actually abstaining from food, abstaining from drink, abstaining from such foul language that will earn you the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, abstaining from actions that would attract the curse, the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Being conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is what it entails. If we fast any day, and if we fast in the month of Ramadan, expecting that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant us his blessings, will grant us his forgiveness, and will save us from entering into hellfire, will grant us Jannah Firdaus, we must keep to the rules and regulations of saying what is right and doing what is right, and that will bring the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to us. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our fasting and grant us the reward of the month of Ramadan and the reward of any fasting we do for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.